Now that you have basic programming done on your timer, we will show you a few of the advanced features that will help you get even more out of your timer. If you have not already programmed your timer using the basic timer programming video, click the link below and do so before going on with this video. All Orbit Easy Set Logic timers have 3 programs, Program A, B, and C, and up to 4 start times. A program is a set of stations that will water consecutively. Using multiple programs can be very helpful if you have multiple types of plants or areas that you are watering. For example, if your lawn is on stations 1, 2, and 3, and your flowers and garden are on stations 4, 5, and 6, then you might want to use multiple programs. This way, you can have your lawn on one program and your flowers and/or garden on another program that can be watered more often than your lawn requires. Start times are just that. Your timer will water every station in a set program starting at the time you enter. Only one start time is required. However, adding multiple start times to your program can be very useful to allow the water to saturate the ground better and provide less runoff or water waste. For example, instead of watering your lawn for 30 minutes at 5 a.m., you could water 3 intervals of 10 minutes at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., and 7 a.m. This gives time in between each watering for the water to saturate the ground. This way, you are using the same amount of water, but with less waste. Let's get started adding programs and start times to the programming. Turn the dial to Start Time. Start Time 1 on Program A should already be set to the time you want watering to begin. To change this start time, use the plus and minus buttons. Use the right arrow button to move to Start Time 2 and the plus and minus buttons to set the second start time. Use the same method to set Start Time 3 and 4 as needed. Press the Program button to move to Program B. Set start times for Program B using the arrow buttons and plus and minus buttons the same way you set Program A. Use the same method to set start times for Program C if necessary. Once your start times are set, turn the dial to Run Time. Because we now have multiple start times, the run times will most likely need to be adjusted. The stations you want watered on Program B also have to be moved from Program A to Program B and C. Using the same examples as above, we will set the run times for stations 1, 2, and 3, and move stations 4, 5, and 6 from Program A to Program B and C, and add run times for them. Start with Station 1. Set the number of minutes you want to water per runtime using the plus and minus buttons. Note that you are setting per runtime and not total watering. So, if you set it for 10 minutes and you have 3 runtimes, it will water a total of 30 minutes. Arrow to Station 2 and set runtime, and do the same for Station 3. Arrow to Station 4 and press the Clear button to remove it from Program A. When you press the Clear button, 3 dashes will show. Arrow to 5 and 6, removing them from Program A with the Clear button as well. Press the Program button and use the arrow buttons to arrow to stations 4, 5, and 6. Use the plus and minus buttons to set runtime for each. Use the same method to set times for Program C if necessary. Turn the dial to How Often. You have already set How Often for Program A. You can use the arrow buttons to toggle through the weekdays, interval, and odd and even days, and change the setting if you wish. Press the Program button to set How Often for Programs B and C. To water on specific days of the week, use the arrow buttons to toggle between days and press Enter for each of the desired days. A square will appear around the days you have selected. To water on odd or even calendar days, use the arrow buttons to toggle to odd or even and press Enter. Instead of watering on specific days of the week or on odd or even calendar days, interval watering allows you to specify the number of days between waterings. Congratulations! You have now completed the advanced programming of your Orbit Easy Dial sprinkler timer. Turn the dial to Auto for your timer to run its scheduled program. Your scheduled watering will only run when the dial is in the Auto position. The timer will flash the next watering time on the screen when it is within 24 hours of watering.